What's up guys, Techmaster back with another video. So today we're going to be doing a speed test between the M2 MacBook Air and the M1 MacBook Air today. So these are both really awesome computers, but I want to see how much better the M2 is for two main reasons. First of all, because the M1 was already so good, and this version, the version I have right down here, this is a 256 SSD, which has clipped performance compared to the 512 gigabyte and 1 terabyte and all those other models. So it has clipped performance. So I want to see how much better this one is, because this is the 512 gig M1 MacBook Air. So yeah, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm not going to do any gaming or anything like that, but I want to do a boot up test first. So I'm going to power down both of these. The M2 went down a second. So now I just want to wait for both of them to turn off. Hopefully. Let's do this. So they both powered on at the same time. Let's see, M1, could it take the lead? M2 took the lead. Yep, for sure. M1 behind a little bit. Yeah, M2 definitely faster on this, as expected. Now let me get into the application test. All right, guys, we've arrived at the app and web browsing thing. So let's get started. So first, I'm going to open up youtube.com. Let me go into YouTube and then, let's see, M1. Start that. Oh, wow, that was really fast. Let me go to YouTube. Yep, M2, yep. M2 started that first. Because it really just also depends, like, because this one has a little bit of a slower SSD, if things aren't loaded, it can act a little slower as far as I've tested, but it's still a really nice computer. And the one thing I also want to point out is the M2 has this new modern design. It's been completely redesigned, just like the M2 Pro and M2 Max MacBook Pros, as well as the M1 Max. This one has the shell from 6 years ago, and this is a really old design. And as you can see, we have a better FaceTime camera, 1080p compared to 720p, and we have much less bezel. This one has thicker bezels, noticeably. The M2 version has a notch and much slimmer bezels, like much slimmer compared to the M1. So that's another thing. We also have a MagSafe port right there. I'm not gonna break my computer showing you, but let's get into some app testing. Well, I've actually already started that, my bad. But yeah, so now let's go into apple.com. Got Apple loaded up here, and now let me add apple.com right there. So, and then we'll click on the website, 3, 2, 1. Oh, whoops, that was my bad. I did not start that one. My bad. Okay. Forgot you have to, yeah, still a little, let me try reloading. The M2 normally is faster, but I think it's because I have this clipped SSD version. Let's go into their website, official site. Let me get onto that. Because again, M2 is 2 generations newer. Yeah, that was quicker. Promise you that was faster. But yeah, M2 is quicker for sure. And I can't test any games or anything really because I have, yeah, that doesn't really work. But we can go into some lighter apps. Let's go to podcasts. I don't have a huge library like my brother does. It's legitimately yep, this one is definitely faster. Definitely faster. Podcast for sure. Let's quit both of these. Now let's load Spotify, because I do have it on here. Yeah, since I was low, yeah, it's a little different. But anyway, I still look like it was faster on the M2. Close that out. I think this is a really nice speed test here. Yeah, I love these computers. They're so good, especially mine, which is the M2. I got this for school. I'm going to boarding school starting tomorrow, actually, which is pretty insane. And I will be I won't be able to make as many videos, but I will definitely try to do some stuff when I have free time, because yeah, I love tech, and I love making these videos for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy these videos. Give me a thumbs up or let me down in the comments. And let me know in the comments, and I will continue to upload. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Let's get into... I'm not going to do anything personal. Let me go to mail. Let me see if I have weather on here. Yeah, my brother has a lot of weird apps. Let me go to... Do we have parallel desk? Let's see what else we have on here. System preferences. Sure, I'll go to that. Basically the same, actually. Pretty much exactly the same. Yep. My brother has a RAM management thing here. So as you can see, he does not have much RAM left. He only has 3 gigs. I don't have that free RAM management thing, but I can tell this has better RAM. I mean, they're both 8 gigs, but this one is newer, so it should be able to handle more things without shutting down and stuff. It's newer. Again, M2 came out July 2022. This one came out November 2020, the M1. So M1 is actually approaching its 3-year mark, which is pretty crazy. And it's crazy how good of a chip it still is. M2 is way more stable, especially for gaming, because M1 wasn't optimized even at the time. So even now, it can barely run. Like, M2 is way more optimized for software now, so it can play a ton of graphically intensive games compared to the M1, which crash with, like, Among Us and COD Black Ops. I've watched a bunch of YouTubers play, and I've seen a lot of gameplay, and it's totally much better on the M2 because it's way more optimized for that software. So, yeah, just to give you guys a heads up, if you like gaming, the M2 is by far the better one, like by far. Plus, it's only a year old versus this one is 3. I'm telling you, yeah, I have the dates memorized, yeah. So, whoops, I did not mean to close that out. Anyway, guys, let's see, what other applications? We do have some more. I just gotta, okay, so I'm gonna close Chrome out for now. I'll have to think of more stuff we should open, but for now, we have a bunch of other apps. Let's do Opera GX, if I have that. Let me see, do I have that? Did I delete that? No, I don't have that. But, Zoom, do I have that? No. Zoom, mail, photos, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh, whoops, I clicked mail, my bad. Why did I do that? Let's try that again. Let's completely try that again. I did not realize that was... Okay. Make sure we're on photos this time. Yeah, definitely that one. M2 version. M2 is still faster, as expected. Again, they're both on the same... They're both on 5nm technology, but this was a 2nd generation 5nm technology, which isn't really much of a difference, but it's definitely smoother and more responsive, and, you know, M2 is just way better. I mean, look, this is, for to be real, there's not much of a performance difference. If we go to Apple's website, I don't know if you guys can see me. I'm just going to show my face for a second. If we go to Apple's website, and we go to, sorry, it took that one, strangely took a while to load. We go to Apple's website, still really fast. We go to there, Mac, and we go to, because they have the 15-inch version also of this now. That came out in WWDC. We are so close to the next Apple event, guys. I am so excited. The iPhone 15 is going to be game-changing. But we are 4 days away from the Apple event, like hands down. So if we go to here, and we go to, oh, whoops. Why would I do that? I gotta close out mail on here. I don't want my brother. So if we go to here, and we have 13 and 15, but as you can see, 1.4 times faster than so if we go inside M2, it's not actually crazy. I mean, look, it's only 18% faster CPU and 35% faster GPU. Like, it's not that crazy. Now, compared to M1 with Intel, with Core i5, that is next level, 15 times faster. And this is for real. The Intel 2020 MacBook Air only had a Core i5 that was 1.1 gigahertz. This has a 3.5 gigahertz M2. So it's clear that this one is like 6 at least times faster than. So if the M1 was already so much faster than the Intel. So anyway, guys, but basically what I'm saying is the M2 is not much of a performance jump in terms of speed, but it will definitely help with stability for sure. Because that's for sure. Because I've tested a lot of things already, and it's way smoother. Let's be clear. Okay, guys, let's find any other apps. Calendar. Let's see. Done system preferences. Oh, App Store. App Store. That we can't forget that. Let's make sure we're both clicked on there. My brother's apps are really small, so I'm just like, okay, we got to reload. Yeah, pretty much the exact same. And they're not on different panels. But yeah, let's that one was the exact same. Not even. Let me close out App Store. Okay, but yeah, App Store was faster on the M2. News. Let me see if I have news. Yes, we do. My brother's icons are absolutely tiny. I'm not sure why the hell he does that. Oh, M2. Come on. Yes, M2. Perfect. Oh wow, M1 was like slower, much slower. I mean, it was signed in, but you know, not surprising. Again, M2 is way more stable, like 100%. Yeah, perfect. That was great testing. Yeah, that was some serious testing. Okay, guys. Oh yeah, let's open Roblox. I do have Roblox installed. I don't play, but I had my friend wanted me to do something. So let's see, Roblox. I'm gonna test a couple more apps and then we'll end. Oh, great, whatever. Oh, upgrading. Let's see how long this takes. They're both on the exact same panels. I'll show you that now. Yeah, it might be a little hard to see because it's a little bit of, but let's check. Oh yeah, the M2 definitely faster. Wow, that's crazy difference. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, let me close this. I don't want to play this at all. Don't mind that. I don't know why I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I don't blur out any of my personal stuff, but you know, it's fine. Whatever. Oh, Roblox is through there. Okay, and then let's see, App Store pages. Oh yeah. There's one more thing. Oh, Steam. Yeah, let me go to Steam. I'm not signed in on here, but let me go to Steam. My brother has that. I bet I'm positive he has Steam. Yeah, Steam. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's different like edited versions of that. Updating. This one might have to pass. I'm not 100% sure, but let's see. Oh yeah. Definitely, I would say, yeah, mine's still faster. Anyway, that's just a weird sort of thing here. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, guys, that pretty much covers it up. Like I said, I love the M2 MacBook Air. I think it's a way better laptop than the M1. Obviously, if you don't have a ton of money, you could just get a refurbished M1 if that's really what you want to do. But in my opinion, the M2 is well worth it for the extra $200. You get a much newer, better looking design. You get a faster M2 chip. You get MagSafe. You get a bunch of ports. You get extra ports. I mean, you have two USB-C ports instead of one. You have better battery life. I mean, the battery is rated the same, but because the M2 is much newer processor, it's definitely going to be better. I mean, and they put a bigger 52 watt-hour battery in here compared to a 49. So anyway, there's a lot of benefits with going with the M2. Like I said, if you don't have the money, then that's fine. But, I would just go for the M2 over the M1. And yeah, so like I said, that pretty much covers it up. I love doing these speed tests, guys. I'm telling you right now, I love them. And let me just that down. Yeah, I love this midnight color too. I think this computer is a beautiful, very, very nice laptop. And so like I said, and the battery, like I said, is definitely better on the M2. This one is at 86% battery health. My brother's had it for 3 years. I mean, keep in mind, this is almost a 3-year-old computer. This one's a year old. There's definitely a gap in when these two release, for sure. There's like almost a 2-year gap. So, or a year and 9 months, which is pretty significant if you really think about it. Because if you think about M1 was not very optimized. It was a good chip, but it wasn't meant for gaming. If you think about just the optimization of M2, it's definitely better compared to the M1. So, yeah, but that pretty much covers it up, guys. So, like I said, M2 definitely better. If you really just need the cheapest possible laptop, then go for the M1. But it's already a 3-year-old computer, so it wouldn't be my first choice computer, like I stated in the other videos. So yeah, go for the M2 because you can find the M1 is on sale for somewhere around $700, and then the M2 is like $900. Like there's only like a $200 price gap, and I will tell you, it's definitely worth it getting the M2. I mean, because you don't need a 7. Like if you find this on sale, because you're gonna spend, if you want a nice laptop, you're gonna spend almost $1,000. So it doesn't really make sense going for the cheapest possible laptop instead of a better, more efficient one, if you know what I mean. So yeah, guys, that pretty much covers it up. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.